Football weather has arrived and things are getting interesting. I'm Scott Hansen. Here's your Week 10 edition of the Weekly Recap. We begin in the German capital of Berlin, the Falcons and the Colts in the NFL's International Series. And it's Josh Downs. You want instant offense? Try this one on for size. He makes the catch and then watch him go. Put it down as an 81-yard catch and run for the score. Next, it's the Windy City. We'll check in on the Bears. They're hosting the New York Football Giants. And it's the second-year running back, Tyrone Tracy. He's going to deliver in the red zone to the end zone, 12-yard touchdown run. One more to show you real quick. It's over in Tampa, the Buccaneers hosting the New England Patriots. And it's the number 3 pick from 2 drafts ago, Drake May. A touchdown pass from 15 yards away. The Patriots continue to run through the NFL. They are now 9-1 with the victory here. That's a wrap. Until next time, I'm Scott Hansen. Good night from all of us at EA Sports.
Welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. And now, your defending Super Bowl champion, Philadelphia Eagles!
On the visitors' sideline, it is Lions head coach Dan Campbell. His guys losers a week ago trying to get back into the win column here. His counterpart on the Eagles sideline, Nick Sirianni. His team looking for a spark, hoping their fans will give it to them here at home as we are set to go. So glad to have you with us. Mike Tirico next to Greg Olson here in the booth. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. For the return, here comes Britton Covey. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So here come the Eagles, and they are led by the reigning Super Bowl MVP. What a season for Jalen Hurts. Took the Eagles to the mountaintop. Now his 6th season in the NFL.
To say he found a pretty good rhythm last week, I think, Mike, is a little bit of an understatement. I mean, he single-handedly accounted for 30 points after throwing for 5 touchdowns in last week's win. He had a couple of interceptions, and those are obviously concerning, but a little bit easier to live with the picks when you can get that sort of production out of your passing game. Look for him to keep slinging the rock all over the field, cut down on the turnovers. He can do that. He expects to lead his team to another victory in this one.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 17 yards on that play. Good for an Eagles first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up second down. To throw, Hurts. That's down the field and taken in by Granson. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
That's good.
It is a big play for the Eagles. It's a gain of 34. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A run with Barkley. And a good tackle out wide. Will hold them to a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7.
At the Lions' 16-yard line.
Once again, it's Barkley. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. 7th play of this opening drive. And here's 3rd down. 3rd down, they go with Bigsby. And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
9 yards.
So often, Mike, you can tell a team's decision on 4th down by what they call on 3rd down. So I think after that 3rd down run, it was pretty clear that, hey, even if we don't get it here, we're comfortable going for it again on 4th down. But didn't turn out to be the case because he's able to get it there on 3rd. The quarterback's lucky on that one, Mike, that ball ended up just harmlessly falling to the ground. It was that initial pressure that got to him that forced the errant throw, and fortunately for this offense, that ball didn't end up going the other way.
And that is caught. He fought with the contact for the touchdown. There is a marker down, but that may be on the defense.
That's interference. Defense.
And now, after that opening touchdown, the offense is going to stay out and go for 2.
The Eagles will set up for the 2-point.
Now it's Hurts. That's going to be caught. So the aggressiveness pays off right away. And just like that, the lead is 8-0.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So the Lions come out, and they are led again by Jared Goff. Already year 10 in the league, and half of those 10 with the Lions. Remember, took the Rams to a Super Bowl as well. What a year last year, Greg. 2nd in passing yards in the NFL.
So you take a look at last week's game, Mike, and you certainly wouldn't say that he played poorly. 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. That's a clean slate. And when you talk to his coaches, they said they haven't seen him this motivated to bounce back after a loss in his entire career. So he's had a great week of practice. He's really challenging the guys around him to elevate their standard. And if it's any indication of how today is going to go, I think we're in for a treat.
2nd and inches. First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's going to be close to a 1st down. Looks like he'll have just enough to keep the chains moving.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. To the outside, that's St. Brown. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
He takes off.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Williams in motion. From the gun on third down, it's gone. Big slant caught by St. Brown. And he is very close to the first down, but an eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try it now with Gibbs. And he's going to have a Lions first down by a good couple of yards. They get 3 on 4th and inches.
Again, 3 on the play. First down, Lions.
They'll go play action with Goff. Open man, it's Jamison Williams. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
A gain of 6.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
Ooh. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Pick up of 11 yards on that one. First down, Detroit.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And I'll tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it.
So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Lions ball to begin this second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That's right side and into the hands of Tesla.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
First carry for David Montgomery. Still keeping the legs moving, somehow managing to turn that into a gain.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
And they've got it on the ground. The mark will come at the 13.
Gain of 2.
But it's a new set of downs. First down picked up.
First down. A pickup of 2 yards.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. Throwing right side, and it's taken in by Williams. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. Trying to bounce that one outside, but only to be able to get back to the original line of scrimmage. Third down, 3 to go.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Goff. And that is incomplete.
The threat of making a poor decision and throwing a pick is always in the back of your mind, and while you can't play scared, you do have to play smart. If you can't find an open target, throw the ball away, look for the next down.
And he is not going to get there. Short of the marker, and that's going to be a turnover on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 7.
2nd down, they need 3. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. 3rd down and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try to run here with Barkley. And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down. Won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3. And that mark shows 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Hurts. Short pass. He's got down for 10. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 24-yard line.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. Now a deep ball looking for Brown.
I think when that ball left his hand, he had visions of a big play, and then that big play almost got flipped on its head because I think he's lucky that that ball didn't end up going back the other direction because that defender got both hands on it but just couldn't come down with the pick.
On 3rd down, they'll go with Saquon. 17 yards, the gain there. 1st down, Philadelphia.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for an Eagles.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Big lineman Aleem McNeil ends the play there. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. A pistol snap back to Hurts. Open man downfield is Smith. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Hurts finding Smith and an Eagle 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Hurts working in the pistol. The open man is the tight end, Branson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half and good enough for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Hurts. He's got it about the 8. And they continue to churn out 1st down. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's Barkley. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. Now Detroit's going to use their 2nd timeout. And And they'll get together prior to the second down play.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Saquon Barkley, touchdown Philadelphia. First touchdown of the game for the NFL's leader in rushing TDs.
Tell you what, this offense has come out and they have completely dominated here in the early going, Mike. I mean, this has just been methodical, sustained, back-to-back drives right down the field. And then to finish in the red zone, man, you just can't draw it up any better than that.
Jake Elliott now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles will take a 15-0 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Khalif Raymond to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Lions offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They'll start out first down and 10. Here's Goff. And coming across the field, he's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
5 yards on the play. And the Lions first down.
On first and 10, here's Goff. It is caught left side by St. Brown. Will come up now for second down and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
Goff to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Here's a third down and 4. To Slav, a man in motion. Now, Goff. And he'll be taken down. They got him at the 50-yard line. Jalen Carter, as he gets in for sack number 22 on the year. Now just a half shy of the record held by Michael Strahan and J.J. Watt. On fourth down, Lions going to send out the All-Pro from the season ago, Jack Fox to punt. Britton Covey deep for the Eagles. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10.
Great. Trimmer.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Lots to get to from a jam-packed Sunday of football. Let's get right into it. Our tour of the NFL starts now. It begins in Cleveland. The Browns at home to take on the Ravens in the AFC North. And here comes Derrick Henry. Spots an opening, capitalizes on it, 15 yards for the touchdown. The Ravens are playing well. They move to 7-3 with the victory. From there, let's go out to Denver, checking in on the Broncos as they host the Kansas City Chiefs. And it's the former NFL rushing champ, Kareem Hunt. He's a weapon in the run game. He's a weapon in the passing game. Look at him go. 80 yards on the catch and run for the touchdown. The Chiefs get a much-needed win as they move back to 500 at 5-5. One more for you. Let's go to SoFi Stadium. It's the Rams hosting the Seattle Seahawks. And this is Matthew Stafford. He connects. It's a 16-yard touchdown. The Rams win their second straight as they get the victory here. A final look now at the rest of the scores from week number 11, with Indianapolis and New Orleans enjoying the week off. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Back underway here on EA Sports. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And the ball's coming out to the 35. The Lions offense, Jahmyr Gibbs, set to get back on the field. And as we take a look at league leaders in receiving touchdowns by the running backs, he's right up there among the best in the league. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. He'll manage to work this forward to the 37. That is Cooper DeJean in there for the stop. We'll give you a look at the key inactives for tonight's ball game. Interesting to see how much of an impact their absence will have on this one. On second down, Goff. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 3. Now third and 5.
Throwing here is Goff. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Lions first down. Motion man is the tight end going right. Right back to Williams. They connect again. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. Plenty of room after that catch. Big gainer of 23. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
First down, Detroit.
They'll bring St. Brown in motion. On first and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Sidney Brown, they're on the tackle.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
He's taken down just shy of the 10. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
At the 9-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and
8. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Once again, it's Gibbs. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up the third.
A run up the middle. It's Gibbs. But he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up fourth down.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. That one, taken in, middle of the end zone. Isaac to Slaw. Touchdown, Detroit. That his second TD catch of the season. And that is touchdown number 1 in the National Football League career of a guy, Greg, taken high in the draft, hoping for moments like that.
When you get drafted in the first round, Mike, let alone as a wide receiver, the expectation in the NFL today is that you need to come in and be an immediate impact player. Plays like this continue to build that relationship with the quarterback, and I think this guy's got a real bright future.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll start at the 2. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the top conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far.
Great, set.
Hurts looking to throw on first down. That is incomplete. No way to force a football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
Makes it 2nd and 10
Great,
at the 21-yard line.
To throw is Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
That's taken in, and he's going to have the first down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Great, set.
Hurts will work here from the pistol. That's caught downfield by Smith. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Hurts finding Smith and an Eagle. First down.
10 at the 44-yard line.
Great, set.
They'll look to throw again. To the sideline and intercepted.
You know, Mike, I like the mindset of this offensive coordinator. He's saying, listen, I'm not looking to preserve this lead. I'm looking to extend my lead. Now, that aggressive play calling in this case led to the turnover. Now your defense has to take the field. Can they bail you out and keep this lead unchanged prior to their next possession?
He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on first down. So, from 37, here's 2nd and 5. On play action, Goff. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it will fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And it's going to be third down. From the gun, it's Goff. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown.
A gain of 6. And the Lions first down.
So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Hold on. Check.
On to the fourth quarter, and it begins with a run by Gibbs. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
A second down throw for Goff. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
That's good.
A gain there of 16 yards. First down, Detroit.
16 yards. First down, Detroit.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Throwing on second down. Goff. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. A gain of 13.
On first down, it's Goff. Quickly to the outside and complete. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
From the gun, on third down, it's gone. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. He pulls it in around the 5, and he will have the first down. So they roll the dice on fourth down in the red zone, and it pays off with first and goal.
First and goal, Detroit.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. This one caught at the 4. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Lions. That is first touchdown this year. Greg, how often do we say it's a one-possession game, but that's a two-part story? Part one taken care of right there with the touchdown.
All right, Mike, so they go down and they get the all-important touchdown. But only half the time is this truly a one-score game. They need this two-point conversion here to tie it up.
Important moment here for the Lions as they're going to go for 2.
The Lions will set up for the
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And he will get into the end zone for 2, and this game is tied.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
Britton Covey now on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Hurts to throw. Short throw taken in by Goddard. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now Hurts. He'll go right back to Goddard. He's got it again. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
To throw is Hurts. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Hurts again. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a first down to go with it.
First and 10.
A clutch throw here to keep their chances alive. Tie ball game as they approach midfield now. They've got to keep an eye on the clock. They've got to find a way to get this ball into field goal range, stop the clock, and see if your kicker could be a hero.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. They'll drop to throw. That's taken in left side by Smith. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
A 2-yard pickup. Makes it 3rd and 8.
Hurts will try it again. That's to the right side. Caught by Goddard. And he's going to be out of bounds. It stops the clock. They're continuing to get closer toward a potential game-winning field goal try. Now Hurts on 4th down. He's got this one complete to Goddard. And he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on 4th down.
At the 19-yard line.
To the air again. Hurts. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone, and that'll bring up second down.
There defensively.
Again, Hurts. And he's in. Right up the tower. Touchdown, Eagles.
He's lined up one-on-one, and it's a mismatch from the very beginning. He's just so fast, so big. He's kind of part tight end, part wide receiver, and when you have that type of skill set, it's just going to be hard to stop.
This is Hunt. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead. So after the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, the lead is 8 as they kick it away. Raymond now to return it. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Goff to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Now Detroit's going to use their second timeout, and it comes with exactly 1 minute left in the game.
At the 39-yard line.
On second down, Goff. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
Yards to go.
From the gun, it's Goff. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down. Here it is, fourth down and 10.
A loss of 8 yards. 3 and out.
Now, Goff. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. He is the NFL leader in rushing to this point in the season, so he's hoping to put together a solid second half to try to take home the title. In trouble, and down he goes. Here's the third and final timeout for the Lions. It comes with 36 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Now Jalen Hurts on second down, taking a shot downfield for Smith. That one's knocked away in the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most, and it'll bring up third down now. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down. This one has plenty of legs, and it is good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Lions offense headed back to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. That one out wide to Gibbs. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. And it'll bring up second down.
36-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
To throw is Goff. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
And 6 yards to go.
Here's Goff. Oh, they want him in a flash, and he lost the football. And fortunately, one of the Lions in there to get on it, and Detroit keeps possession. So it's a win here for the Eagles. Their winning ways continue. They've yet to be stopped as they remain unbeaten in the month of November. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from South Philly.